Hello, hello, hello. All right. Shall we get started? We're going to do the murder of Erandos, I think is the name of it. All right. So it's a DLC. I think it's the second out of the DLCs. Be wrong, though. I don't think we'll get it done today. Maybe Tuesday we might get it done. I'm not sure how much I have left of the main story. So we'll have to see when maybe we'll get done by next Sunday. And then after that, we will start Elix, the first one, so I can get that in before the second one comes out because I really want to play the second one. But I'd like to play the first one because I've never played it. Figured it's a good start. Okay, continue. You apologize early if you hear my wife yell. She's watching the KC game, so she likes KC. So far, it looked like it was a decent game from what I was watching. I watched the one earlier today with the Rams. That was a good game. But I don't really care. My team lost right away to the Bucks. So, all right. So, I gotta go here. Yes.
Eridanos, recently famous for Halcyon Helen's death. How exciting.
It is exciting. All right. What are we even supposed to be doing here? Oh, I can level Ellie up. Ellie, take damage to gain some armor for sure. Sure. I like that. Yeah. Who else? Bavardi and Sam. Bavardi's in the party. You and your companions take reduced damage from auto mechanicals. That might be okay. Reduces the duration of harmful effects on the companions. Increase your chance of looting bot. God, I don't need any more loot. Melee damage? I might do that. These people like to do melee a lot. Increases your engineering skill. Actually, we'll do that. Sam, don't matter. Blank. Nothing there. Should I check my people's gear? Maybe I can get them better gear. Okay, so she has the machine gun, which is great. Felix, okay. So, yes, we need to get some of these guys better stuff. So I believe this is the grenade launcher I want. Yeah, so we'll modify that. Critical damage. Wait, quiet. Can we actually silence a launcher? Be interesting. Yeah, we'll use that. Shock. No, we're gonna do plasma. I just like plasma. Seems to work really well. Tinker it. Where's it at? Okay, so that'll be good. Alright, so... Oop, what is Pavardi? Light machine gun. Alright. Give her a shovel. Um... Upgrade that one. Get her basically the same thing. Let's get her an assault rifle. Do the assault rifle. Yeah, let's do the assault rifle. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Weapon. What did I do with it? Mine? No. Yeah, no, yeah, she can equip it. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. It's gonna be right here. Modify it. Of course, crit. I'll do shock on hers. I don't think it really matters on this one, does it? Sure. All right. Tinker. Get some tinkering done. One more. Yeah, because I think I might be bringing her. Repair all. Can I tinker this anymore? I think I can. That's done. All right, we're good. Oh yeah, we were gonna bring you to the groundbreaker. Let's go to the groundbreaker first, so she'll just sit on the ship. Yeah, let's drop her off. Not there. Here. I think she has to go to the groundbreaker. I believe that was where we got to take her.
Destination reached. The groundbreaker.
Is it on here for tasks? No. Vulcan's hammer. I botched that one. Botched that one, huh? Yeah. Can I talk to her? Oh, she's gone. That's it? I don't see her. Ah, went back.
We're now docked at Aragonas's luxury landing.
Oh, she's not here. Alright. So, we're gonna bring Max and Bavardia, I think. Yeah. See how well that goes.
Yourself or
Mm-hmm. Inspect Mikey. How big is this place? Larry. There we go. Alright, alright. Speak to the bellhop. That's what I want to do. Is that the Arendos quest? I believe it is. Yes.
Everything bad about Byzantium all in one place, with even less.
Hello, hello, hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
All right. What is the mood in the hotel? Are there a lot of people upset?
I'll say. There's nary a soul here who wasn't a fan of hers in some respect. Just about everybody's shocked. Some people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
I still don't understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
The fans were very upset by the weak plot contrivances in her latest offering, though that hardly seems a worthy motive.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Yeah. Was she a divisive figure?
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
The butler did it. How'd she get so famous?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. I imagine the admin briefed you about Helen's part in the Spectrum Brown unveiling. Too bad about the postponement. Not so terrible as Helen's murder, but still a crying shame.
I thought you worked for Slug, not Rizzo's.
I do. Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling. A nice mutually beneficial event. But the murder's gone and ruined that. Along with 9 out of 10 of my favorite cereals. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
What bags?
You're making fun, right? Your luggage, belongings, kit, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing. You're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
Either my armor or none. Let's see. Maybe you should take the stupid hat for criticize my appearance. What to do? You tell me you don't? That would be ridiculous. Lie? No, that would be ridiculous. I just wear whatever I strip from my enemy's corpses, honestly. Oh, there we go.
Well, reckon I can respect your candor, even if it scares me a smidge. Anyhow, I'll look for you in the Grand Ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
Doo-doo.
I think I must have had something in my ear. I could have sworn you just said we aren't allowed to depart.
Apologies, sir, but the atmospheric complex is on complete lockdown. No one's allowed in or out until the murder investigation's concluded.
Do you have any idea who I am? I could bury you under 6 tons of paperwork before you had the time to cry out for your supervisor.
I'm sure you could, but we fed our last box of grievance forms into the incinerator a few months ago. Is there anything I can do for you in the meantime?
I cannot believe this.
Insufferable you are, hotel guest. Get into that flamethrower. Oh. Oh. Vicar! 125. Same, but this one could be upgraded. I'll have to upgrade that as soon as we find a bench. There's a bench. It's not stealing while we're here. she's shocked, so he'll do plasma. Alright. Tinker. One more. Well, you know what? That'll be good. It's getting expensive. Alright. New gun for you, Vicar. New gun. There you go. Have at it. Anything over here? I see this. Staring right at it. You won't notice this, will you? Field.
Listen, I understand the law.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
Nice.
The Grand Colonial, where the elite come to get away from their oh-so-difficult lives in Byzantium.
Pretty place. Very pretty place.
And I bet you believed Halcyon Helen's death was the worst part of all this.
What? You don't mean to tell me that it isn't? There's something even worse?
There is. I spent 6,000 bits on a new suit for the unveiling, but now that it's been postponed, I'll never get a chance to show it off.
My law. That is a real tragedy.
I just kill him now?
Ooh, feels like I'm breathing rich people air.
Rich people air.
I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of publicity stunt.
I guess that would be true if you're in Total Recall.
Welcome to the Grand Colonial.
Okay. I have reason to believe Ludovico is getting agitated again, which will likely present itself in several dozen messages to you, each demanding a reduction in Rizzo's payments. Funnel these messages into the trash, if you please. If Ludovico wants to renegotiate the terms of our contract, he's welcome to take his operations elsewhere. So, that's complaints. You like torturing me. Is that what this is? When I first learned I'd be just beneath the floor occupied by Rizzo's Rangers, I was excited, as any tossball-loving Halcyonite should be. What I did not anticipate was the degree in which the hullheads seemed to enjoy prancing to and fro, pounding on the floor and my ceiling every hour of the architect-cursed day. Did they install a tossball fifth court upstairs while I wasn't looking? Or is this normal? And worst of all, it sounds like one of them has decided to start imitating a woolly cow. I'll give them a convincing facsimile. But it has no place in this hotel. And each bleat is so loud that it shakes the glasses on my face. I demand a room change yesterday. For each additional hour after midnight today, I am not rehomed. I expect at least one employer to be fired. Whatever member of the help it may concern. Heard a horrible clanking passing my room every night for the past 6 nights. Yesterday, I mustered up all my courage and sent a servant to look. And upon her return, she had seen what looks like an armed mechanical wandering my room for the past 6 nights. She said it was something called a Burbage 3001, and that it was a serial star. This machine was a serial star. I must ask, why are you filming outside of our room without paying us? We are not consenting to having our temporary property filmed. There is no doubt a contract for this. And if the machine is being allowed to wander without being filmed, then I want to be paid double. You have any idea how dangerous that thing could be? Could tread on my foot or ruin my aspirations to be a professional dancer. If I ever decide to have those aspirations. Urgently await a response. Guest list. Okay, for Helen. Despite her celebrity status, the greater part of Helen's requests have been fairly normal. Soap, shampoo, new towels, and so on. The one exception is her unusual consumption of food and drink. I'm not one to judge about that sort of thing. Lord knows I've seen stranger proclivities from other guests, but she really does request a lot and frequently. Listen to this. For lunch today, she ordered 6 Borscht bean sandwiches, 2 purpleberry shakes, 2 purpleberry liqueurs, several retro rockets, and cigarettes enough to crush a teacup candid. I wonder what she's planning, if she's planning a party? But cleaning staff says that every time they have gone up, there's been no signs of what she's ordered. If Helen really does keep managing to get through all of what she's been ordering, then maybe she should consider quitting show business and entering competitive consumption scene instead. Woolrich Spencer Woolrich. No, Woolrich. In the past 2 weeks, I have received 315 different service requests from Mr. Woolrich. These requests include, but not limited to, his entire wardrobe from Terror on Monarch, 413 different outfits, including a primal suit, 5 gallons of each color of Spectrum, except black, once 50 gallons of black, a teacup cannons in various breeds, plasma launcher, and consisting over 60% of all total requests, an upgraded room. Administrator Ludovico authorized him to move to a second largest room to shut the hell up. But Halcyon Helen got the biggest one, and of course Woolrich can't accept that he has been eclipsed. Got another room upgrade request as I was typing this. More than half of mine to send the exterminator and fumigate his room, just so he can't request anything else for a while. But then he might come down here and try to talk to me, and I think I'd rather be dead. For Holcomb. Holcomb's requests have been about what you'd expect from a professional skullcracker. Tossball sticks, new clothes. He keeps, and I quote, accidentally tearing the shirts that are too small for my giant muscles. Funny how the rips I've seen are more like they've been made by hand. I've noticed that he's asked for very little in the way of effort accelerators or enhancers. No skin tough, no oxycomp, not even a devilish mist. Typically, tossball players go through that filth like no one else. Maybe Holcomb's trying to prove something to Helen. Whatever it is, I don't think it's going to work. It gets done. Right. Steal all your stuff.
If you have...
By what?
The murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma on me. I demand a room upgrade.
Nope. Acquire penthouse key. Room not ready. Alton Helen encounters the Slugmen. Having fought their way past numerous bandit ambushes and hostile automechanicals, Halcyon Helen and the Olympus Opal have found themselves at the gate of a dissident hideout. You're a fine partner. Easily better than my last, said Helen. But I dare say these friends outrank your typical establishment scum. Maybe some of them were scientists before they deserted their corporations, whereupon they stole technology for their own nefarious purposes. I've seen their abominations, and they're more than a typical person can handle. You should return to your job and to the place where you are needed. Though I know my work is valuable, Opal said, I'm still pleased that I was promoted to assist you in your quest to rid the galaxy of those would-be threatening colony productivity. The two of us together will, I believe, be twice as effective as eliminating the enemies of the board. Ellen did not respond, but instead bid her companion be silent, for she had seen that the gates of a dissident hideout are no longer shut. Someone or something opened them. Dun, dun, dun.
Why, hello there. Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face that I about hopped out of my skin at the sight of you. Excuse me, I should introduce myself, though you might know me already, just not by name. I'm Bellhop Sullivan. You've likely heard my dulcet tones through the elevator intercom.
I don't recognize your voice, but I'm glad to meet you in person.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say. I'm glad to meet you too. Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know if I can help you with anything.
You said you operate the elevator, right? Can guests not press the buttons themselves?
Well, yes, but having an operator certifies that the right guests end up on the proper floors. We wouldn't want tossball players rubbing shoulders with CEOs. It'd be anarchy. Plus, there's always the risk a guest chips a nail or loses a ring on a button.
Oh,
It's
no.
an extra effort, but the Grand Colonial prides itself on personalized service in all things. That and the elevator still works if I'm ever not around. I do take occasional breaks and sleep every so often.
So I assume the bellhops all know each other. Any gossip about Norval?
Oh yes, Norville's great. Always ready to help any and all guests who might need it. And so handsome, too.
Ooh.
His judgment sometimes leaves something to be desired, I will say. Kept badgering Halcyon Helen prior to her death about an autograph or something. A little beyond his station.
You know anything about Halcyon Helen's murder?
Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows me to see within the elevator, which always has many people coming through. For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always enjoyed the serials starring Ms. Helen, though I did find them prone to repetitive plot structures. But I'm sure you've heard the rumor about what actually did her in. That marauders got into the hotel and management is covering it up so the guests don't run off?
Marauders been a problem at the Grand Colonial before?
Well, not necessarily, but they're fairly prevalent on the other complexes. It wouldn't take much for them to find their way here. Slug claims they've got the problem under control, but I don't understand why they haven't simply gone and exterminated all of the marauders like the vermin they are. Oh, well, I'm just here to push buttons.
Alright, goodbye. The head of Burbage 2000, torn from its body in a penultimate act of Titus Andronicus. Why, foolish Burbage, dost thou not perceive that Helen is but a wilderness of dissidents, and it's not only through our citizens' vigilance that they will be caught. Report any and all suspicious behavior to your local constable. You see me stealing these? Save quick. And we'll steal. Would saw that. Alright, let's see what's on the other side here.
Oh, come on. Why is the lounge closed? I wanted brunch.
Leaving.
I did not read about this kind of treatment in the service.
That's Cybersec Raven.
What the? I was going to wash my hands, I swear.
What about your business?
Murder or no murder, it is my right to loiter on a bar stool. However,
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolridge would outlive Halcyon Helen.
Oh my. Got the wine. It's these elevators. Not see much here.